There's something that too many people between 60 and 80 years old are still doing every single day. They don't even realize how much harm it's causing. It's not just slowing down their health, but it could be quietly cutting years off their life. The truth is, once you reach this age, your body changes, making some habits much more dangerous than before. What worked for you in your 40s and 50s could now be putting you at risk of serious health problems. Most people don't even realize it until it's too late. That's why in this video, we're going to talk about 5 things you need to stop doing right away if you're between 65 and 80. This is your last chance to make these changes before they seriously affect your health, energy, and how long you live. Stay with me until the end, because the last one is something almost no one talks about, but it's one of the biggest mistakes you could be making right now. Before we start, if you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you enjoy this video, please type 1 in the comments. If you don't like it, type 0 in the comments to let me know so I can make better videos for you. Now let's begin. Mistake 1. Sitting for too long without moving. One of the worst things you can do for your body after age 60 is sitting too much. You might think, I go for a walk every day, so I'm active. But here's the problem. Even if you exercise, sitting for hours at a time can still raise your risk of heart disease, losing muscle, and poor blood circulation. Studies show that sitting for long periods slows down your body's processes, metabolism, makes your legs and core weaker, and puts too much strain on your joints. All of this can lead to less movement, ongoing pain, and a higher chance of falling. Think about this. If you've ever stood up after sitting for a while and felt stiffness in your knees or tightness in your back, that's your body telling you it needs more movement. Sitting too long reduces blood flow, making muscles and joints stiff. It also increases the risk of blood clots, weight gain, and even problems with thinking clearly. This is exactly what happened to George, who is 72. He always believed his daily walk was enough, but over time he noticed his legs feeling weaker and his back pain getting worse. His doctor explained that it wasn't just about walking, it was about breaking up long periods of sitting. He started setting a timer to stand up and move every 30 to 45 minutes, doing simple stretches or light activity. Within weeks, he noticed less stiffness, better blood flow, and even more energy. Here's a simple test. If you sit for more than an hour at a time, try standing up right now and rolling your shoulders, stretching your legs, or walking around for just a few minutes. If you feel an instant difference, that's proof that your body needs to move more often throughout the day. The main point isn't just exercising, it's staying active consistently. If you've been sitting too much, now is the time to change it. Small movements throughout the day, standing up, stretching, walking around, even just shifting positions, can have a huge effect on how your body feels and works. Mistake 2. Not eating enough protein and losing muscle mass. One of the biggest mistakes people make after age 60 is not getting enough protein, and it's costing them muscle strength and energy. You might think, I eat enough food, so I must be fine. But here's the reality. As you age, your body doesn't use protein as well, meaning you actually need even more of it to keep your muscles. If you're not paying attention to how much protein you eat, you're probably losing muscle without even knowing it. Muscle loss, also called sarcopenia, is one of the biggest threats to staying independent after 60. It happens slowly, and most people don't notice it until simple things like standing up from a chair, carrying groceries, or climbing stairs start feeling harder than before. The real danger is that once muscle is lost, it's much harder to build back. And when muscles get weaker, so does your balance, making falls and injuries much more likely. This is exactly what happened to Richard, who is 68. He thought he was eating well, but over time he noticed his legs felt weaker, his arms looked thinner, and his energy levels weren't the same. His doctor told him that he wasn't getting enough protein to support his muscles. So he started eating more, adding more lean meats, eggs, beans, nuts, and protein-rich dairy into his diet. Within weeks, he felt stronger, had more energy, and even felt more stable on his feet. If you want to check your muscle strength right now, try to stand up from a chair without using your hands. If that feels hard, or if you feel unsteady, it might be a sign that your muscles are getting weaker and your body needs more protein and strength training to stop further loss. So, if you're still eating the same way you did in your 40s or 50s, it's time to rethink your diet. More protein isn't just a good idea. It's essential for keeping you strong, able to move, and independent. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights helpful, please type 2 in the comments below to let me know you're here. Now let's continue. Mistake 3, not getting enough sleep and messing up your body's repair process. Many people assume that needing less sleep is just part of aging, but that's actually one of the biggest myths out there. The truth is, your body still needs good quality sleep, not just to feel rested, but to help your memory, muscle recovery, heart health, and even your immune system. The problem is, as people get older, they often develop bad sleep habits that lead to constant tiredness, more inflammation, swelling, and even a higher risk of memory problems. If you've ever found yourself waking up in the middle of the night, struggling to fall back asleep, or feeling groggy even after a full night in bed, your body might not be getting the deep, restoring sleep it needs. And the results can be serious. Studies show that not getting enough sleep weakens your immune system, increases the risk of heart disease, and can make memory problems worse over time. Take Frank, for example. He's 71. He always thought that sleeping fewer hours was just something that happened with age. But over time, he started noticing more tiredness during the day, foggy thinking, and even changes in his blood pressure. His doctor explained that his body still needed deep sleep to work properly, and the key was to improve his nighttime habits. So, he made a few simple changes: reducing screen time late at night, avoiding caffeine in the evening, and creating a regular bedtime routine. Within a few weeks, he noticed big improvements in his energy, focus, and overall well-being. If you're not sure whether your sleep is actually refreshing you, here's a simple test. Do you wake up feeling rested and alert, or do you feel sluggish and need extra time to get moving? If you're feeling groggy most mornings, your sleep might not be working for you, and now is the time to fix it. Quality sleep is not optional. It's one of the most important factors for long-term health, clear thinking, and physical recovery. Mistake 4, avoiding strength and balance training. One of the biggest mistakes people make after age 60 is assuming that walking is enough exercise. While walking is great for your heart and moving around, it doesn't do enough to keep up your strength, balance, or prevent falls. The reality is, as you age, your muscles naturally get weaker, your balance gets worse, and your risk of falling goes up unless you actively work to stop it. Here's what most people don't realize. Falls are the main cause of injury in older adults. And most falls happen not because of weak legs, but because of poor balance and muscle loss. If you aren't challenging your body with strength and stability exercises, you're unknowingly making yourself more likely to stumble, trip, and get serious injuries. This is exactly what happened to Edward, who is 74. He walked daily, thinking that was enough. But one day he misjudged a step, lost his balance, and took a bad fall. He didn't break anything, but the experience really scared him. His doctor explained that his balance was getting worse because he wasn't training his stabilizing muscles. So he started adding gentle strength exercises, core training, and balance drills into his routine. Within a few weeks, he noticed he felt more stable, more confident, and much less afraid of falling. Strength training doesn't mean lifting heavy weights at the gym. It can be as simple as using resistance bands, doing bodyweight squats, bending down like you're sitting in a chair, practicing standing on one foot, or even using a chair for support while doing leg exercises. The main point is to challenge your muscles and balance so that your body stays strong, coordinated, and able to bounce back. If you want to test your balance right now, try this. Stand near a counter, lift one foot slightly off the ground, and see if you can hold your balance for at least 10 seconds. If you struggle, that's a clear sign your balance needs work, and the sooner you start, the better. Your muscles and balance are your foundation, and ignoring them after 60 is one of the fastest ways to lose your ability to move around. If you've been relying only on walking, it's time to make strength and stability training a priority to keep yourself active, independent, and injury-free. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please type "for" in the comments below to let me know you're here. Now let's continue. Mistake 5. Ignoring hydration and dehydrating your body. One of the most overlooked health risks after age 60 is not drinking enough water. You might think, I'm not thirsty that often, so I must be fine. But here's the problem. Your body's thirst signals become weaker as you age, meaning you may already be dehydrated before you even feel thirsty. And constant dehydration doesn't just make you feel tired. It can lead to joint pain, constipation, kidney problems, confusion, and even an increased risk of falls. Dehydration is tricky. Most people assume that as long as they drink something throughout the day, they're getting enough fluids. But the truth is, by the time you feel thirsty, you're already behind on getting enough water. And the effects are serious. When your body doesn't get enough water, your muscles become weaker, your joints lose their lubrication, and your brain function slows down, which can lead to dizziness, poor concentration, and a higher risk of injury. This is exactly what happened to Walter, who is 76. He thought he was drinking enough because he had coffee in the morning and a little water with meals. But over time, he noticed more frequent headaches, muscle cramps, and episodes of dizziness when standing up. His doctor explained that coffee and tea act as diuretics, meaning they pull water from the body rather than adding it back. So Walter made a simple change. He started drinking a full glass of water first thing in the morning and sipping water throughout the day. Within a few weeks, he felt more alert, had better digestion, and even noticed his joints weren't as stiff. If you want to check whether you're drinking enough, try this. Pinch the skin on the back of your hand and hold it for a second. If it snaps back immediately, you're likely hydrated. If it takes a moment to settle, your body may need more water. The good news, this is one of the easiest things to fix. Keeping a glass of water nearby and taking small sips throughout the day can greatly improve your energy, digestion, joint health, and even brain function. Don't wait until you're thirsty, because by then your body is already struggling to keep up. Final thoughts. As we finish this video, take a moment to think about these 5 mistakes. If you've been doing any of them, don't worry. It's never too late to make a change. Whether it's breaking up long periods of sitting, eating more protein, improving your sleep, adding strength training, or staying hydrated, every small adjustment you make adds up to a healthier, stronger, and more independent future. The good news is your body is incredibly resilient. Even if you've been making these mistakes for years, you can start reversing the damage today. The key is consistency. Small daily habits have a huge impact over time. Your health isn't just about avoiding illness. It's about staying strong, able to move, and full of energy for as long as possible. So, which of these 5 areas do you need to focus on the most? Have you noticed any changes in your strength, energy, or overall health? We'd love to hear from you. So leave a comment below sharing one thing you learned today and how you plan to put it into practice in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.